Hi everyone, Jen here. A bit of a preface to this episode, in case we have some new listeners who weren't around back in 2017. In December of 2017, there was a special performance by 4 Takarazuka OG actresses in Seattle, Washington, in the US. The actresses were Mariho Erina, Ayaka Rei, Shihou Nanami, and Tama Mayura, who had been members of Cosmos, Star, and Flower Troupes. You can find a video interview that we did with these actresses prior to that concert on our YouTube channel and linked in our blog. It was a huge success, so Sakiko Flower, who was the producer, and their sponsor J College decided to arrange a Canadian tour at the urging of fans. They appeared in Vancouver and in Montreal this September. You can see all kinds of rehearsal and dress rehearsal and performance photos and videos on the World of Dreams Tour Facebook page. Before the shows, the actresses generously appeared at an ochakai, that's a tea party, to talk with a smaller group of fans, answer questions, play some games, and perform a few songs. After the shows, some fans also got together for an after party, but we were pretty exhausted by that point, and the actresses with their jet lag, I'm sure, were even more so. What follows is a short round robin that we did with everyone at the Montreal after party. I'd also love to hear from people who saw the Vancouver show, or the Montreal show too, of course, if you weren't with us that night. And, of course, anyone else who has some thoughts to share about these actresses, or touring the US, or anything Takarazuka. One thing I would like to mention is that as soon as we stopped recording, of course, we started giving a lot of love to Tama Mayura. She had this long stretch of songs in a row that she did with quick costume changes that was pretty amazing, and her Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid in Japanese was adorable. Much love to her. All told, the show had a great mix of Takarazuka standards, both older and new, some tuxedo masks that had the audience screaming, and some great dance numbers too. It really is an amazing show that gets better every time I see it, and I hope very much that they're able to find some sponsors and support to help them bring it back to North America again. As you can hear in this episode, there are hopes for a New York tour, but it's going to take a lot of fan and commercial support. In all seriousness, if you have the kind of connections that would make a show like this possible, please let us know, or let Sakiko know directly by contacting her through the Facebook page or PMing her on Facebook. Also, here's the really cool thing. There's a DVD of the World of Dreams Seattle Encore show, which was filmed in Japan in April of 2018. It's available for only $25. If you private message Sakiko Flower on Facebook, she can get you a copy. Okay, and now here's the squeeing.
Hi everyone, it's Carly. I'm in Montreal with everybody who just saw World of Dreams in Montreal. Say hi. I don't know if you listened to our Seattle show after we saw the Seattle World of Dreams, but in the same style, we're going to pass the mic around and let everybody give their impressions. Would you like to start, Jen?
Oh boy, all right. Hey, this is Jen from New York, but we're in Montreal. It was so much fun. The energy in this audience was amazing. My voice is a little hoarse from screaming for a couple of hours. But the entire cast was just, the professionalism and the ability just blew me away. Like, I don't even know what to say. So I'm going to pass it on. Oh my God.
So I am Aube from Montreal. I think this show was a lot of work, honestly, Yeah, but it was really amazing to see it all come up, and I think that there wasn't a lot of people, but it's really like the energy and like the good wave from you guys that made it like everything. So I'm really happy for that. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I'm Hazuki from Montreal. Yeah. Like, honestly, I don't think I ever clapped so hard in my life. My hands were hurting so bad, and the light stick actually broke the light stick a bit. Oh, no. Like, a plastic part just fell off, and I'm like, oh, I guess I clapped too hard. Just before the intermission, I just started crying because I was like, oh, this thing's gonna end. And by the end, I was just bawling and I was just crying, and I saw the four of them started crying. I'm like, I can't hold this in anymore. And all the tears just like came out. Like I didn't want it to end. Like it was just, there was so much emotion and I didn't know where to put it. I was just like, what do I do? But it was just, it was amazing. Like 4 people doing a performance that just
so much energy.
Exactly. Like I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
They filled that whole stage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth from Chicago. I would definitely say exactly what everyone else said about how 4 people filling an empty stage that way. It's pretty inspiring. But for me, definitely the highlight was Erina Mariho's voice. She is just the most gorgeous soprano and just utterly inspiring and uplifting. And there's no, and again, everyone else, all the other 3 actresses were beyond amazing too. But just for me, she was definitely a highlight. So hard not to say that.
Hi, my name is Sakiko Flower. I am producer. I'm a producer of the show. Of course, I am the Maximus tiredness right now. But also, I was really, really happy. Of course, it's done. And also, of course, the crowd is a little smaller than we expected, but there are so much energy to give it to us. The OGs are very, very appreciate that, and they think it's Superfan is the best. They also wanted to come to just for toast with everybody, but they're super, super tired. Because they're just still struggling with jet lag. Oh no! Yeah, of course, Vancouver. And then 3-hour difference here. So they're absolutely, and then, surprising or not, they're very, very nervous. I mean, even they've done so many shows, they're still, it's just so nervous. So all these 2 shows is done, they're like, finally, yeah. But the one thing I was kind of, it's interesting. I was in the backstage, of course. I was just the stage manager kind of role. Mm-hmm. So I was only able to see the other side of the audience, only first row. And Jen happened to be sitting and the first row and stage left. And then I saw when the Yukari wa nandake? Ayaka Rei was doing 1780 nandake? Yeah, the nandake? Monamu. Jen was like, I didn't expect, you were so excited. Full smiles, and so I was like, why she was so happy for this song? And then I realized, But anyway, thank you everybody. Thank you for supporting us. And I'm not sure we do it again next year. We want to.
Hopefully.
Pray.
We need a lot of help. Yeah, I mean, we definitely need a sponsor, some kind of financial funds. Otherwise, we won't make it. But and then was another thing is I just had a dinner with those OGs, and then Kami-chan, Mariho Erina, was saying like, "Oh, Sakiko, if we go to New York next year, can we invite Wao Yoka-san because we were in a Taidan Doki?" It's like maybe.
Way to get a sponsor.
That's right. The wild horn, right?
Yeah, her husband.
If you want to do some Chicago stuff, you could do Chicago and New York and actually play Chicago songs.
でも本当に皆さん thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi there, I am Erica from Hamilton, Ontario. This was actually my first ever live Takarazuka show. And I was so overwhelmed. I think I actually have bruises on my legs from like slapping my leg, like so I could wave my light stick and clap at the same time. And so like I am sore, but it was absolutely so worth it. And by the end, I was so overwhelmed. They're just so beautiful. I cried. I was so overwhelmed, and it was just so absolutely amazing. Like I don't even know. Like what we lacked in numbers, we made up for in sheer volume. Like, I have only ever seen that level of energy at like heavy metal concerts. Like I saw Versailles last year, and I think we had more energy in that at World of Dreams than we had at the Versailles concert in Toronto. I am just I died basically, yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Lisa and I'm from Toronto, and this is my first OG show. and it's really nice to meet the overseas fans finally for the first time. And my highlight was Shihou Nanami was so handsome. I think I fell in love with her, and I'm gonna watch all the shows that she was in.
Ocean's 11.
Yes. I saw Ocean's Live, and I'm gonna see again. And I realized she's in a lot of shows with Soul Kazuho-san, and I'm a Soul fan, so I'll hit two birds with one stone and watch all of those shows.
We're all a little bit in love with them at this point.
Yes. Yes, and I'll spam Ayaka Rei on her Instagram. Okay.
Some fans, it's not fans. Someone saw the show today, the first time, and they went to they went up to Yukari wa nandakke? Ayaka Rei. Yeah. And they said like, "Oh, you look like the person in Johnny's."
Oh.
No, they're hotter.
Johnny's.
They're hotter than Johnny's. Definitely hotter than Johnny's. Yeah, and I met a few people who are not Takarazuka fans. They're anime fans or Belusai Nobara fans. And after the show, they absolutely fell in love with Takarazuka. And I'm going to convert them. That's my goal.
That's your goal.
Hi, this is Clem from Montreal, and this was my first time seeing a Takarazuka show live. It more than lived up to expectations. It was amazing. I mean, obviously their voices and talents is just beyond imagination. And everything was spot on, the dancing, the costumes, everything. I just loved everything. So I'm looking forward to seeing more, hopefully, soon. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Phoebe from Chicago. This was also my first live performance. So yeah, I don't know what else I could add to everyone's comments about regarding the like amazing energy that we brought and the talent of the actresses. But yeah, for just having the four actresses perform, like I was still like very overwhelmed and moved by their performance. So yeah, that's it.
Hi, I'm Taylor, and I'm from the cornfields of Champaign, Illinois, which is 3 hours south of Chicago. So I have seen quite a number of Takarazuka shows in the Daigekijo and in Tokyo, but this was on par with how, you know, like the energy and the showmanship and the talent, and it was amazing. And I also worked the merch booth today, and what I loved is that I remember when I first saw my first live showing and walking out of the theater being like almost in a daze of like, oh, what was that? And, you know, like, and you wanted to find out more and you wanted to go deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole of no return. And while helping, you know, while people were buying their merch, they were also, I could see that same, you know, that myself in them as they were like, oh my God, that was amazing. And what was that? And like, how can I see more? And, you know, and I was like, follow me into the rabbit hole. You're already in it. So we'll keep going.
Thank you. This is Yu from New York. It was my first time to see Takarazuka Oji's, you know, outside of Japan, and I was so touched by their performance, and also the audience, everyone was so energetic, and I loved it, and I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you so much.
Hi, this is Sakiko from New York. It was an amazing show. I went to Seattle show the last year. It was like a work for me. I actually filmed them and I interviewed them, but this time was as an audience. So I don't know, somehow when they sung like Ase no Energy and Shirasu no Kaze, I was like suddenly crying because I feel like I am back to when I was 9 years ago, or my first time I saw the Takarazuka. I feel like I went back, and I spoke with OG about it, and then they were also surprised because I usually very cool, and then they told me that you were very cool, but Ayaka Rei was noticed I was crying, and then she was yeah, and then Kami-san also was crying, so we were just crying. So I was very touched. I was very impressed. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, it's Carly again. I guess I didn't say my thoughts. I see a lot of shows in Japan, but the few opportunities I've had to see OG shows overseas always have like a special place in my heart because the audience energy is so different. Like the few people in the audience today were like 1,000 times the energy of the full theater in Japan. Yeah. So it's just whenever I see Takarazuka in Japan, I always, because I'm American, I always want to cheer like with loudly. I want to scream and yell and clap, and I can't because I would be the only one. So it's always fun when they come here and we can actually let it all out. We went out to dinner after, and I thought I had dirt on my wrist, and I tried to rub it off, and I realized it was bruising from clapping. Yeah, I bruised my wrist clapping. Yep. Yeah, because it was the same thing. I was trying to hold the light stick and clap at the same time, and I was probably just pounding it into my arm.
I cheered so hard, I almost I was lightheaded. I didn't get enough air, so I just almost fainted.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I also saw the Seattle show, and I thought they really, it wasn't exactly the same show, but it was similar. And they really powered up. They seemed a lot more confident. I think the Seattle show was also amazing. It was so much fun, but I think the quality of the performance was even better this time.
Also, a Vancouver show, before we came here, we did the Vancouver. Mm-hmm. This is better than Vancouver show.
So every time it gets better.
Yeah, everybody's voice and everything.
I feel like, I don't know, it felt like they came out into the audience more this time than they have in other shows. Maybe not, but it was amazing because they came down to the audience and they were just clapping hands with everyone and shaking hands and yeah,
when they couldn't reach you, they a couple times they really winked.
They winked at us, yeah. but they were like walking like down the rows of chairs so that they could reach people to shake hands. Yeah, it was
very far over the top people to reach them.
Yeah, so I feel like I think they were really picking up on our energy too, and
I think
like
some people fell under the spell of the otokoyaku charm. I saw a few people being like, guilty as charged.
What do you mean, like?
Like, because the otokoyaku would like almost, find eye contact with one person and just look at him and do that charm, and you'd see the person almost like melt because they're like, what is this?
They're just so intense.
And,
I could hear specifically, like, from all the people who were like new to Takarazuka, I could hear as the show went on, the cheers for Ayaka Rei got louder and louder and louder and louder as the show went on because she's so handsome. Yes. I think everybody she has like they're different. They're very different, but Ayaka Rei has that like husky voice.
Rumika too.
But also I don't know. Powerful shirt.
Powerful shirt was important. I feel like there's different versions of otokoyaku, and there's just some that are way more flirty, I think, and then there's she's dangerous.
Yeah. She's my best. The best is like the Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
And then Tonto comes in, Juliet. That one, I love it.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think she definitely got lots of new fans today. Just from, really? I could see people being like falling in love with her. Like, she was really cool today.
Yeah, I think we should mention like Ayaka Rei sounds like her charisma is like through the roof. Like even during Ochakai, like she was like an on mode, like all suave and classic flurry otokoyaku. I loved it.
Ochakai last night.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Oh yeah, should we talk about?
Yeah.
No, top secret. Maybe just. It was great. Yeah. If you get an opportunity to do it, to come to an ochakai, you definitely should.
Yeah.
Yes.
Insider information.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't share, huh?
Yeah. Too bad it's top secret.
On the fly translation too. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. More than average. You're like, yes, I'm following.
What did I want to say? Oh, I feel like Mariho Erina-san, like, I noticed every time she sings Watashi Dake ni, she cries, but I actually saw the teardrops dripping off of her chin today during the performance, and
we saw the tears at the ochakai too. But specifically today too, she was weeping.
And I heard other people in the audience were like, "Wow, that was amazing."
I will say at the ochakai, when she did the sort of like arm movements that you do towards the past, I felt like maybe I was hoping a little part of it that she was doing it towards the sound system. Like, goodbye, sound system, I conquer thee. She didn't, so. That was an extra powerful interpretation, I thought. Because in case people not listening to the podcast would know that the actresses completely overpowered the sound system at the
ochakai.
It's not that the sound system was not up to their quality.
Yes.
And strength.
Yes. Any closing remarks? Anything else anybody wanted to share? We're all super tired. It's like past midnight.
And there's been a little bit of drinking, so we're very silly.
Definitely want them to come back.
Yes, please come back again if we can. Sakiko's looking like,
Well,
yeah, it's a challenge, so it might be a while.
Montreal, World of Dream need you guys.
Yes. All right. Well,
it really was a world of dreams. Like, it feels like it was a dream, but like I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like I'm so happy that it.
And on that positive note, thank you. Many thanks to Michael B. and the Arcanum String Quartet for their wonderful arrangement of Sumire no Hana Sakugoro. And thank you, listeners, for enjoying our podcast.